Hello, and welcome to Impera Project, a project built on a dream. Late 19th century, Austria-Hungary was a very strange place to be, a multi-ethnic empire featuring a rigid class system where both the aristocracy and nobility held significant power and influence at the expense of the working class and peasantry, with regions such as Transylvania or the Czech Lands fighting for their independence and autonomy, all while a strange friendship formed with the newly united German Empire against the eastern menace of the Russian Empire. Yet this was the ground where great names like Sigmund Freud or Franz Kafka crafted their most significant works. Today we are going to tell you a story, and we will try together to understand the meaning behind it. We will analyze the well-known tale of Kafka and the traveling doll, a story of healing, of beautiful lies, a promise of a better world. Remember, you cannot have infinite growth while using a finite resource. And as we all know, all resources are finite, except one: kindness. Kindness is without limits, a truly remarkable human emotion. But before we start this video, we would appreciate it if you'd press that subscribe button. Our community is growing, and more than ever, we really enjoy your presence here. We are making videos related to philosophy, literature, mathematics, and of course, social critique. So if this is your cup of tea, come join us in our lectures. Thank you very much for your time. Franz Kafka was a really interesting individual, charming, intelligent, and more often than not, quite humorous. Yet the tragedy of Kafka was his double identity, a moral and internal conflict pushed upon him by a merciless society. He worked the routine of his job as a clerk at Generali, and this life left him exhausted. He was using his nights for writing. This life left him deeply scarred. For him, it was an excruciating torture day by day, bit by bit. A neurotically disturbed individual seeking refuge in his art, but also in relationships. Kafka was probably the first man to have an online relationship before the internet was even a thing. In his letters, for her, we see the drama of a man suffering from tuberculosis, a bipolar individual, a troubled and flawed human being looking for a ray of sun on a cloudy day. While some people believe that what Kafka really felt for Milena was indeed genuine, others question it. The nature of their relationship was artificial, love made through letters. A true love or a moral refuge? Who knows? Such a complex individual was Franz Kafka that the term Kafkaesque was invented. The term means of, relating to, or suggestive of Franz Kafka, or in other terms, having a nightmarishly complex, bizarre, or illogical quality. A Kafkaesque life is a life marked by senseless, disorienting, and often menacing complexity. People repeat ad nauseam the Nietzschean idea that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, yet they forget the scars, the open wounds still bleeding, or the trauma created and left behind by something that has the potential to land a killing blow. Yet, in the case of Kafka, his pain, his lack of purpose, the torture that was his own life made him kind. The story of Kafka and the doll is as follows. One day, on his daily walk through the park, Kafka met a little girl that was crying. She had lost her precious doll. Kafka offered to help her look for the doll and decided to meet again the following day. He searched for it and couldn't find the lost toy, so he came the next day with a letter. He told the girl that he received the letter from the doll. "Please, do not mourn me. I have gone on a trip to see the world. I will write you of my adventures." After that, they met daily, and the author read and composed a new letter each day to describe the stories and the adventures the doll was having. When they finally met for the last time, Kafka brought a new doll. It wasn't the same, and the girl said so. Yet on the new doll there was a note saying, "My travels have changed me." Kafka died and time passed, yet one day the girl, now a grown-up, noticed something peculiar in a crevice left unnoticed in the replacement doll. There was a note saying, "Everything that you love, you will eventually lose, but in the end, love will return in a different form." This is a story about infinite kindness, a truly remarkable moment of pure human emotion and ingenuity. We said it in the past and we will repeat as often as it is necessary. We, in our quality as human beings, we are connected, and all the bad, all the sadness, all the pain is shared among us. Yet this is the same for happiness, for kindness, and for all that is good in the world. Kafka's behavior in this little story shows that no matter how hard your life is, how hopeless it might seem or might be, there is always room for kindness to another suffering human being. We are suffering, so we want you not to. This is a good mentality, we think. Someone told us when we were young and bold that the purpose of her life is to make a change, a good change in all the lives she comes into. Those words stuck with us till the present day, and maybe we should all try to do something like this, to make a change for the good in the lives of all the people we meet. In the end, as Judy Blume put it, our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we touch. At that time we didn't understand the sadness behind what she said, so this video is dedicated to our beautiful memory. Let's all try our very best to do good, and if we cannot do good to another, let's at the very least try not to cause harm. So, keep in mind that you always leave a trail behind you. Is it a trail of dead bodies or a trail of kind gestures? The choice is yours. Thank you once again for listening to us. If you enjoyed this video a bit shorter than usual, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you next time.